Welcome to another dog vlog. Hey, does your dog or your new puppy chew on everything? And are you desperate to find a way to get your puppy or your new foster dog or your new dog to stop chewing on inappropriate things? Well, what if I told you how to stop it fast? And this is the important part, with one easy step. It's something that I have learned through trial and error with the dozens of rescue puppies that I have fostered in my home, where I have been forced to learn quick and easy ways to help encourage my puppy to not chew on my furniture. And if you're new here, click that subscribe button, help us on our mission to save all the damn dogs. All right, let's jump into this video right meow. First off, I'm gonna give you that one-step solution. After I give you that solution, I'm going to give you even more ideas on how you can help stop your dog from chewing on things, whether this has been a chronic problem that you tried everything to help, or you're trying to get prepared for that brand new puppy that you're getting ready to adopt. So stay tuned all the way through the video. And that one-step solution that I've talked about is, although it sounds super simple, my one-step solution is to redirect, stopping unwanted behavior by offering a better and more exciting solution to your dog and giving them the opportunity to make the right choice. The way that I worked on redirecting Finn when he was chewing on things inappropriately was to appropriately stop the behavior. I'll talk about what inappropriate ways to stop the behavior are in just a moment. When he was chewing something he wasn't supposed to, I would get his attention by being more exciting than whatever it was he was chewing on. Sometimes that required me to get on my hands and knees and go, puppy, 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 puppy. Sometimes that required me to have something of greater value than what he was chewing on. Then, once he removed himself, once he made the choice to remove himself from whatever it was he was chewing on, that's when I would reward big time. I would give him praise, treats, and or toy. I kept his rewards random, and I would give him a jackpot reward if he pulled away from something that I knew he was really into chewing. For example, with Finn, it was socks. And what that did was teach him, okay, every time I want to go chew on the couch leg, every time I did that, Mom would reward me if I chose to walk away from the couch leg instead, and I would get something that was more exciting, aka her attention, playing fetch, a treat that I really, really love and only get rarely. So redirection was the key to teaching my dogs not to chew on things I didn't want them to. And I have some more tips as well. These are considered bonus tips. Let's say you're doing redirection, but you want to teach them faster. You want bigger results. You're still struggling. Totally fine. These bonus tips will absolutely help you. The first bonus tip is control the environment. And what I mean by that is, where possible, remove whatever your dog is chewing on. Let's say it's socks. Don't leave your socks laying around. It sounds simple, but we've talked about this time and time again in my dog training tip videos, which linked right here and down below. The more you allow your dog to practice a behavior that you don't want them to do, the harder it is to get them to stop that behavior. So if you clean up your environment and they don't have the time to practice chewing on your tennis shoes that you leave by the front door, the less likely they're going to develop a habit of doing that. Then, what's the next bonus tip? Exercise. Physical and mental exercise is absolutely key, because a lot of chewing behavior is driven by boredom. And if you guys want a super fast way to mentally and physically tire your dog out in 15 minutes or less, click the video up here. I think you'll like it. Before I go into what I believe to be inappropriate ways to stop chewing behavior, and these are things that I've seen a lot of people do, and I really urge you not to do it, I want to give one more bonus tip, and that is supervise your dog. This sounds silly, and I really feel like I shouldn't have to say it. I know a lot of you get this, but letting your dog have free roam of the house when they're having issues chewing on things they shouldn't be can be problemsome. So one thing I recommend in my video on what you do when you first bring your puppy home, linked right here, is I recommend tethering your dog to you, getting a leash and clipping it to your belt loop, clipping it to your dog, and wherever you go, your dog goes. And this way, again, they don't practice that behavior. Now, inappropriate ways to stop chewing behavior include, but are not limited to, disciplining. I know that it is tempting to scold your dog, yell at your dog, especially when they're chewing something like furniture that can be of high value. And while it's tempting, I don't recommend it because I have not found that practice to be effective. What I find to be more effective in most situations with most dogs is finding a way to encourage your dog to choose a different option. Instead of yelling and scolding, redirect them. Another thing I don't recommend is pulling your dog physically by their leash or by their collar away from whatever it is they're chewing that you don't want them to. Now, obviously, if it's something that's gonna be dangerous to their life or their health, then yeah, you might need to get in there and kind of pull them away for safety. But if they're just chewing on a pair of shoes and you don't want them to, in my experience, I don't find it effective to go grab their collar and go, no, stop that. They don't learn anything that way. But if I get down on my hands and knees and I go, puppy, 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 and I get them more excited in something else, that's gonna turn a trigger in their brain. That's gonna teach them that if every time I see this shoe, if I do something else, if I do Y, whatever that other behavior is you want them to do, I get rewarded. You do that enough times, they're gonna build a positive association with not chewing the shoe. And that is where the magic happens because our dogs, they're not robots. They're living, breathing creatures with a mind of their own. And when they feel like they're empowered to make decisions on their own and they get positive reinforcement from that, that's just a beautiful thing. And that's what I am personally working towards with my dogs. Are they perfect? Absolutely not, but neither am I. You may be watching this video and thinking, Rachel, I've tried all of those things and I still need help. I need more advice. I am desperate and I want help. And my answer to you is everything we talked about, these are starting off points. These are things that could work for most dogs, but there are some dogs that need a little extra help. And what I recommend for those dogs is teach them, leave it. And I have a video linked up here on how to do that. But if you can teach your dog to leave it, then you can stop effectively. Then you can stop them from chewing anything you don't want them to chew. And in fact, I highly encourage every single person watching this video, I don't care how old or how young your dog is, start working on the leave it command. So 2 things you'll note there. 1, you saw that after I gave the LEAVEIT command, I didn't repeat it the second time I put this in front of his face. Because once you say it once, that's it. After time, you want them to be able to do it for longer periods of time. So leave it. Yes. We've obviously been working on this. Now, here's a key. If you can teach your dog, leave it, positive reinforcement, and everything we talked about in this video, you are going to be setting your pup up for success in a big way. Below because I'm curious, what has been the most destructive thing that your dog has done? And I'm not laughing because that's not funny. It actually can be dangerous and it can actually be really frustrating for a family. But I'm just curious, what has been the most destructive thing your dog has done in terms of chewing on something they shouldn't have? And what I want you guys to do, you know about my love army. My love army are people like you, and yes, like literally you, going into the comment section and leaving a positive reply to one person you have never seen before. And the reason I want you to do that is because we're all about positivity here. We're on a mission to save all the damn dogs by promoting rescue work, fostering shelter dogs, promoting a whole raw fresh food diet, positive reinforcement training. I want you guys to help others have beautiful days too by leaving some love. All right, don't forget to click all the videos down in the description link below. I have tons of videos for you guys to go dig in and learn more. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Goodbye.